When I was a kid, you'd find your first Playboy in the woods. Probably your friend's dad. Listen, I'm just saying, how else could it have happened? Everybody that's around my age, or not everybody, but a lot of people have the same story about how they found pornography for the first time. It's a garbage bag full of Playboys in the woods. It's crazy that this somehow mimetically transferred across at least North America, okay? But then it's kind of a sad or a hilarious story when you walk it back and you figure out how that porn got there. Me and my neighbor, like his neighbor's kid, I guess, technically. He was 10 years old like me. He didn't own a house. And like a couple of other kids in the neighborhood, we were hanging out in the woods behind my friend's house. We found a garbage bag full of pornography. It was like 20 Playboys in there. You're like, how did that get there? Oh, it's so mysterious. Then, now I'm 34 years old. I'm like, my friend's dad was jacking off in the woods. It's probably the only place he could get some damn privacy. So just imagine him in like a minus 17 degrees Celsius, third week of December, putting his winter coat and winter boots on and trudging his way like out into the woods and then jacking off and then putting it back in the garbage bag or something. Is so funny, dude. It's so funny. Oh, man. I can't even imagine what his dad thought when he couldn't find the garbage bag again. It was probably like when Josh Brolin gets the briefcase full of money in No Country for Old Men. He was just waiting for the other shoe to drop for the next 3 months. Oh, dude. There's no other way it got out there. Like, we lived in the country. It was someone's dad was going out there and jerking off in the woods. Why couldn't they do it in the bathroom? Well, listen, I don't know. First off, I respect my elders, so I'm not going to assume that just because it doesn't make sense to me that they didn't have their reasons. But here's the thing: what's he going to do with the Playboy after he comes out of the bathroom? So what if he JOs to the Playboy in the bathroom, and then when he comes out, his kid is standing right there, or his wife is standing right there, or something? What's he going to do? He's going to do He's going to abscond with it. He's going to put it... Okay, I see what you're saying. He's going to shove the Playboy into his jeans and then pull his shirt over top of it. All right, but then what comes next? At some point, you got to put it in the woods, right? So he's going to put on his winter clothes and he's going to go out and throw the Playboy in the woods. He might as well just cut out the rigmarole. Put an outdoor magazine over it. It's all well and good until, your friend's kid is like, can I poop in your bathroom? And then you forget, oh no, he's really into geocaching. Don't open the magazine. I'm not saying that it was a perfect solution. I'm just saying, I think that back in the day, they probably did what they had to do, right? The fact that it's such a ubiquitous story means that men... the continent over, again, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but men the continent over all came to the same solution without even talking to one another. And I'm going to say it, they're heroes. It's the same in Europe. That's so true. I mean, so funny. I'm guessing it's true because someone told me it in Twitch chat. It is really funny to think that, if you were the clerk at a 7-Eleven in 1996, you would know the fetishes of all the dads in your area code. Because they would buy the magazines I guess you could just get a subscription, but a lot of people were probably buying magazines at the store. Adult life is so funny. As a kid, you're adults are just adults. As an adult, you're I don't know how to describe it, but I think you get what I'm talking about. As a kid, your parents would be like, if you're ever in trouble, just find an adult you can trust, okay? Just go up to an adult and say, can you help me find my parents? I imagine if the clerk at 7-Eleven in 1996 overheard that one, and he'd be like, yeah, but not Tim's dad. He's in the... You don't want to know. Once a month, Tim's dad comes in, and I give him a black plastic bag instead of a clear one, because that stuff is indecent. Here is your copy of Gigantic Asses. Listen, that's not that weird, but also the idea of having to tell people that you work at a magazine called Gigantic Asses is really funny. That's quite humorous.